Once Upon a Time. Alright, we are back with season 6. I am somewhat back to normal after Wasteland Weekend. Still very hot, so I'm at my friend's house to record it because she's got air conditioning. Long story, whatever. Let's watch Once Upon a Time. This is season 6, episode 1. Its title is The Savior. Let's do it. Oh, the opening is what we saw at Comic-Con. That's a cooler way to kill someone, just a puff of smoke. I legit love him as Jafar, though. So why he got the shakes? Are you on heroin? Ew, I don't want to watch them making out. I don't care. He needs to take that hook off before he punctures her lung. Why are they all looking afraid of an airship? That's the coolest thing to happen in this town in a while. Oh my god, Henry looks so old. My mom's like, I'm already lost.
Nothing more dangerous than an untold story.
His voice is fun. Funny, that's what I meant. It's hilarious. Did that thing just Hindenburg? Like, I thought it was ominous, but it crashed. Whoa. She's twitching. She got the shake now? Okay, so it's been like an hour because my computer keeps dying, my Wi-Fi keeps messing up. Switched to my iPad. Hopefully this works before the sun goes down.
Called the Temple of Morpheus.
We're going to the Matrix. So now we just got some, like, super convenient fix to waking someone from a sleeping curse. Do you just throw the sand at her face or what?
I'm Morpheus. Welcome to Belle's Dream World.
Now who are you? Come on. This season just started off running and not explaining much. Oh my gosh, we get to see Regina's house again. It's been years since you've lived there.
Seriously, you opened up your home to us, so for as long as we're here, I'm so grateful. It'll be good for us.
It's gonna be like that show Playing House.
Oh, I remember now. I put it away somewhere extra specially safe.
That means you lost it. Can we talk about the fact, where did Zelina get all this stuff to unpack?
Oh, we may not have to worry about him anymore. Jekyll finished his weapon. Oh, handy one.
Seriously, this is moving very fast.
But Roland gave her something of Robin's to give to me, and she already lost it.
Oh no, everything's horrible.
How about I alter the deal? I take Jekyll and keep Storybrooke.
That's not a good deal. Come on, Emma, stop with your shakes. You got stuff to do. I just realized this thing by my feet kind of looks like the thing Emma just shot him with. I think it's a table leg, and I'm not sure why it's in here. Pew, pew, pew. Pongo and Archie, why are you just out there?
Well, I heard you out looking for new rivals, and I thought maybe you want some coffee.
My parents.
Don't you have a real job?
They thought it might be easier for you to talk to.
A cricket?
That was low.
I mean that.
Just follow the red bird.
It's getting more involved and weird now. It's like we have Morpheus, and now we have a red pill to follow, but it's a bird. I thought when you were in a sleeping curse, you had, like, you know, that room with the mirrors and the fire and stuff.
The sands that allow passage
There's
to
layers.
Belle's Dream World. If you do not wake Belle within 1 hour, she will return to the red room of the sleeping curse. A most horrid, fiery fate. And this time, she will remain there forever.
Well, you're supposed to tell the rules before you do it. You have an hour? That's really too constrictive. You either have till midnight or an hour, depending on if the show is lenient.
Are you willing to lie to her?
Every time he is.
My love for her and my child will never be a lie.
You have an hour. Why are you still talking to this dude? Is she gonna chip the cup again?
It's not even chipped.
Now you're never gonna fall in love. Beauty and the Beast! I love this song so much.
Rumpelstiltskin, what's going on?
This is just gonna seem like an employer hitting on you. It's not like love.
I have a ball to attend to later, and I'm a bit rusty. You help me practice.
Workplace harassment.
This is the first time I've been back here.
Since we swept up Robin, you know?
I blame you.
Oh,
Every time I...
Me? What about Emma? She dragged you to hell. I
True
tried
facts.
to go with the biggest decision in your life, ripping out the evil part of you, and you just went to Snow White before coming to your own flesh and blood.
oh, her feelings are hurt.
You ripped out the part of yourself that was most like me.
Aww.
Amateurs.
You call them amateurs for making that trap. You're the one that almost walked into it.
Hello?
Flaming arrow right to her chest.
My name is Snow White. You can trust me.
Yet when someone says you can trust me, the first thing, you can't trust them.
There's a place called Granny's that'll give you food.
You offering that up, you check with Granny first, it's her food. How did they not see all those torches in the woods? Wait, is the red bird she's gonna follow Iago? Please be Iago.
Fine. No need to ask again.
And here we are right back with relationship problems. Someone's as if every preceding season didn't happen.
I see you met my pet, Emma.
Who are you? Why does everyone know everyone's name?
How do you know my name?
Exactly!
Because these visions, Emma, they tell a story. The story of your future.
Still doesn't explain anything.
Why are you doing a locator spell?
I thought she was just burning
Had
stuff.
to get his soul destroyed.
That's what Hades said.
Can we trust Hades?
Villains say whatever they can to hurt people. But what I choose to believe in is faith.
I choose to believe in blind stupidity.
There's a special place for them.
Is he in Valhalla? Well, you spent your entire hour dancing, so good luck waking her up.
What a shame you've lived here alone for so long.
So is there a Mrs. Rumpelstiltskin?
A son.
I lost him in a hole.
We've done this before.
Yes.
Oh, no. Illusion broken.
Years of promises.
Oh, he didn't want to remember all that stuff.
But the baby.
Our child will be better off waiting with me than being in debt to you.
It's kind of just for you, really. I mean, you probably should live for your baby.
I just had to be sure that you wouldn't fall for his lies again.
Who are you?
Now I can wake you up.
Who are you?
Wake me. But how?
With true love's kiss, of course.
What's going on?
But I don't love you.
Also, who the F are you?
You've known me since the day that I was conceived.
What? This is getting stupid.
What's going on?
Oh, I think you know. Mother,
Okay, this is getting dumb.
you're our son. I will be.
Because that makes no
That
sense.
son, and I'm here to warn you. Do not let him destroy us like he did his last family.
How are you conscious enough? You're a little teeny baby. The baby's like in the tummy for a few weeks just listening, and he's like, yeah, my dad's a dirtbag. Don't trust him.
He was testing me, playing the part of Morpheus to see if I'd do right.
Kind of a jerk, actually. You have a crap son.
If you ever let true love wake you up, then maybe you wouldn't keep Lucy.
Oh, burn.
This guy.
Our son gave me a warning, and I'm going to listen to him.
You're better off without her. Belle's crazy anyway. Rumple, you rock. And clearly your son's a jerk. I mean, who wants to be friends with that? Oh, he got stabbed.
You can change the path to the destination. But the destination is the same.
Locked in time.
On the day you saw, in the battle you saw, you will die.
Okay, but can you tell me the date? Because I have stuff to do. I want to make sure I get it all done. That doesn't help. That could be like tomorrow. You're screwed, Emma. Go tell people you love them. Bucket list time.
That's right, Emma. You're not the first savior I've encountered.
You ain't special. Why did the twitchiness just start when she touched some stuff? I mean, this is weird.
Change your mind. Can I have one of those?
Both those drinks are for him. That's rude.
You're right. I just need to get help. Back to Archie and figure everything out.
Liar! Emma, you're getting really unlikable with your constant lying and deflection.
I was an awful stepmother.
I'm glad you're the one that said it.
How did you maintain hope during those terrible times?
I looked at what you did, and I did the opposite.
When my mother died, and my father,
You know, because of you.
you were the one who taught me that hope is a choice.
So you were a great stepmother with all the attempted murder.
I want to start a new story. One where the evil queen doesn't get apart.
She's coming back, though. Still weird to see Regina and Snow walking away arm in arm. Ah, the Forrest Gump feathers falling. You got a bird spy? Spy birds? Worse.
Regina?
Oh, fun! Apple martinis. It's the best way to make friends with anyone. Good stuff. Okay, there was a lot filled into this episode. Like, almost too much. It's like they wanted to put so much story in, they didn't spend a lot of time explaining things and they just dove right in. Because of that, mixed with the fact that I have to run soon, I'm going to try to bullet point this as fast as I can. Episode starts with what we saw at Comic-Con, which is Jafar coming to Aladdin. He's a savior, but apparently saviors get all used up and get tremors afterwards. Emma and Hook are about to smush, and there's kind of like a mini earthquake type thing. They go outside, see an airship going by, everyone's like, crap, we should follow that. They find Hyde, who was like, this is my town now, the Dark One gave it to me, and then the big airship just crashes. Everyone who was in the airship is now gone, there's footprints everywhere, and then Jekyll's like, hey, you know what we could do? We could use technology from this ship, because it's the same technology that can hurt Hyde, and then we can catch him. So they all decide to dig around in the wreckage, and when Emma touches something, she sees flashes of her fighting someone, then her hand starts twitching, and she starts lying to everyone about it. And as much as it pains me because I really love Rumpelstiltskin, his story in this sucked. We get a little backstory audio of when Rumple asks Hyde, okay, I'm going to give you the town in exchange, you tell me how to wake Belle up. He says that there's this place, like Temple Morpheus, there's some dirt, you can throw it at her when she's asleep, and then you can go walk in her dreams. He takes her there, sprinkles that dirt on her, and then all of a sudden he's in a forest, and there's this dude who says he's Morpheus, and that he's going to take him to Belle, but this is like Belle's memory type, dream type composite thing. Then later, Zelina's moving all of her stuff into Regina's house, which, why? She's like, oh, Regina, I got that feather that Roland gave me to give to you because it's Robin's, but I don't know where I put it. Regina's like, no, it's fine, I'm not even mad. Then later, Regina's putting like 3 separate protection spells in her vault, which is like, those things don't work anyway. What makes you think 3 are gonna work? Snow's like, how's everything going? And she's like, yeah, it's great. I'm not mad at Zelina at all. She starts complaining about this feather that's lost, and Snow's like, hey, come on now, it's never that simple. What's your real problem? Then, in pretty much the most easiest capture of a villain ever, they just make this little poking stick that shoots lightning. Regina comes out, baits the guy outside, Hyde walks out, and they shoot him. Got him. They put some handcuffs on Hyde, and as they're taking him away, he's like, hey, Emma, I know your hand's effed up. Come to me for more information later. Then Emma's out in the woods again, and Archie rolls up, and he's like, hey, your parents sent me because they think you're effed up in the head. She's like, okay, just give me some drugs. And he's like, it's not quite that simple. Calm down. Emma goes to visit Hyde in the prison cell, and her leverage is simply, no one will come visit you and you'll get bored in here. And he's like, okay, I'll give you information. They start spouting off about how saviors get used up, and she's not the first savior, and blah, 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 and I don't know, follow a bird or something to get some information. Then back to Rumple's stupid story. He's in Belle's dreams. She's dreaming about his castle, but it's a lot darker and more dreary. This Morpheus dude is like, yeah, well, she remembers it this way because she was terrified when she was here. He's also like, oh yeah, you have 1 hour to wake her up, otherwise she's going back to that fiery room and gonna be locked in there forever. Rumple's like, well, I'll just recreate when we fell in love. And the dude's like, that'll be a lie. That wouldn't be true. How? They did fall in love. I mean, if you recreate it, it's still the same thing, right? Rumple's like, first of all, my love for my wife and my kid were not fake. It's very real, so I got this handled, don't worry. We kind of go back to the scene where she drops the cup and chips it, but he catches it this time. And then he's like, hey, I want a freaking dance. And puts some music on, changes her dress. The house, the whole mansion starts changing back to like what it looked like, really. And they just dance for a while. And then for the first time, Regina goes back to the spot in her office where Robin died, and she's crying. Zelina shows up to congratulate her on catching Hyde in like half a day. Regina's like, I don't want to talk to you. I want to be alone. I'm kind of mad at you. Regina blames her for Robin dying. To be fair, she did kind of sell him down the river a little bit. But hey, she wanted a happy ending too, so back off. Zelina's upset with Regina because she just wanted a sister, and then Regina went and cut the evil part of her out, which is the closest, to Zelina there is. So she's like, the part of you that was most sisterly to me, you got rid of. Now my feelings are hurt. Then Zelina's like, don't worry, I'll be out of the house by tonight. Snow and David are out in the forest trying to look for all those people that came off that airship. They see a trap set up, and Snow's like, wait a minute. If they're running away from us and setting traps, they're probably afraid of us. Let's just scream into the darkness that we're friends. I mean, if they're not friends, they might kill us, but this is a great idea. And like usual, Hope works without making any real sense. She yells it out, people are outside, and she's like, hey, come to Granny's, we got food and stuff. Then Emma's out in the forest with Hook, and Hook's trying to figure out what's going on, and she's lying to him again. Her hand is still twitching, and she sees that red bird, and she's like, Hook, I need a minute. Go away. I'm gonna follow a bird. Emma runs off. She runs up to that chick, who I'm pretty sure was the one that was next to Aladdin that said that he didn't want to see anyone that day. She's out there, and she's like, hey, kind of like an oracle. You're getting some visions of the future. Isn't that cool? Then we see that Regina is trying to do a summoning spell because she says she's trying to find that piece of the arrow that Zelina lost, but it's not working because Robin's dead. Henry comes in, and he's like, Mom, you do know he's dead, right? It's not gonna work. Regina reiterates that Hades said that Robin's soul is like obliterated, and Henry's like, I refuse to believe that. I want to be happy and stuff, and believe stuff that has no basis in reality other than the fact that I'm hopeful. Meanwhile, Rumple and Belle are still dancing, and then they start like falling in love a little bit. She kisses him, but then she starts remembering everything. She's like, hey, being with you is like a bunch of heartache and crap. And then he's like, look, here's a deal. You're in a sleeping curse, pregnant, you gotta wake up. She's like, you know what'll be better? It'll be better if I stay asleep with this baby practically dead forever than to be with you. Sorry, that's a little selfish on your part, Belle. I mean, I get you don't want to be with Rumple, but, you know, think of the baby. Then that Morpheus dude walks up and he's like, good, I wanted to make sure she wouldn't fall for your lies anymore. Now I'm gonna kiss her and wake her up. They're both like, wait a minute, who the F are you? He's like, I'm your baby. You sprinkled some dust on me too, and you know, this is my dream world too. Seriously, how old is that baby in her tummy? Like, how is he acutely aware of how much a crap bag his dad is? And I guess the best way to believe that yes, it is actually Rumple's son is because he's manipulative and a jerk already. He like warns Belle to not go back to Rumple, and then he kisses her and she wakes up. Rumple's like, that was really freaking weird. Our son's an a-hole, but we gotta get home. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go home, but it ain't gonna be with you. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all know I don't normally do this, but I'm editing this video right now and it's still bothering me. What is going on with Rumple and Belle's kid? Seriously. Like, not only is he a baby manifesting as an adult man, he's also intimately aware of things he shouldn't be. Like, how does he know the exact circumstances they're in? Sleeping curse, Pandora's box, circumstances involving waking his mom up. Not only that, how does he know that they're in a temple of some dude named Morpheus pouring sand on each other? All of those things came out after he was already in a sleeping curse. And it's not just that. He seems to be intimately aware of things that happened decades, if not centuries before he was conceived. He mentioned Rumple destroying his former family, which, how would he know that? But then again, why am I arguing how an unborn baby, only probably a few weeks old, would know anything? And we also established, I believe in season 2 with David and Snow, that a kiss within the confines of a sleeping curse will not wake someone. So it has to be something to do with the fact that he's the Dark One's son. Like maybe he got his power, maybe he got his gift of foresight, maybe he's just as emotionally manipulative as his father. Who knows? Okay, now back to the video. Back with Emma, she's talking to that weird Oracle chick still, and she shows her the full vision of her just like fighting in the street of Storybrooke and getting run through with a sword. Some cloaked figure does it, so I guess we'll find that out later. The chick's like, basically, you saw the future. How you get to that point might be different, but it's still gonna happen that way. You're still gonna die that way. Emma goes and talks to Hyde, and he basically reiterates what we already know. Yeah, she's gonna die that way. Saviors get killed a lot. He doesn't know how it's gonna happen, who's gonna do it, but he knows it's gonna happen. Then we see that Regina and Snow are sitting out on a bench having a heart-to-heart. It's more hope speech. It's all hope speech. Regina's like, hey, I was a crap stepmom. How did you learn to be, like, hopeful? And she's like, well, I had to be. I had to hope you wouldn't kill me. Regina jumps on the hope bandwagon, and she's like, oh, you know what? I choose to believe Robin's at peace. You know, my life, looking back on it, depending on who you ask, I could be a hero, I could be a villain. All I know, I'm gonna try to be good now. We also see that Emma went back into Granny's and is just lying right to the face of Hook, saying she talked to Archie and she's all better now. But then we also see that everyone from the forest has gone to Granny's to get food and blankets, and Emma's still all twitchy. Regina's speech is still going, but she ends it on saying, her new life, the Evil Queen's not going to have a part in it. Cut to Zelena walking into her house, Evil Queen's there. Evil Queen's like, hey, you wanted a sister? Here I am. She passes her a drink, they look at each other, credits. Really didn't like the whole Rumple's son doing stuff, that was dumb. I really don't care for Hyde or how he talks. It reminds me of when there was Dark Swan and she had that stupid voice all of a sudden. I don't like it. But anything Regina I love, so give me 2 of her, heck yeah. And I've missed the Evil Queen. We haven't seen like any good Evil Queen since like the first season, so bring it on. I really do have to run now, so if I forgot anything or left anything out, you guys drop a comment. It's great to be back. New season, no clue where it's going, so theories, whatever, throw them at me. Don't forget to do the things, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Until next time.